Hello everyone and welcome back. This is the time, finally again, the league start time where we blow our brains on choosing a league starter and then failing miserably. So, to help you out with that, I have picked out one or two builds from every Ascendancy. Depending on your choice, you can select one of them and hopefully have a great league start. Now, all of these builds are done by other content creators, and I will have the videos linked in my video description so you can check them out. Only the poison minions. This is the one that I am planning on league starting, so I will have a separate video about it tomorrow. I am hoping POB gets updated by tomorrow so I can give you a full guide on my poison minion builds, which is going to be either poison animate weapon or poison SRS. Also, Gazi already has a poison animate weapon video, and I think that is going to be a great addition into this as well. I will have his video linked in the description, and Gazi is a literal god when it comes to minions. Hats off to the guy. So let's pick our poison for this league. So starting off with Elementalist, a great Ascendancy, but mostly geared towards like fire dot builds still, because the build is just so strong at doing that. And also explosive arrow dodged the nerf pretty much. So totem explosive arrow is still on the menu for Elementalist. Other than that, if you are a guy who is very into blade vortex, Elementalist has a cold blade vortex with Himsoro getting really good buff this league. You can go for a blade vortex with golem scaling. I will have a build guide linked in the video, and I think the build will perform really great on low budget, but it will struggle on high end maps like T16 maps unless you are investing into it. Next up, Necromancer, minions. They tried to kill the Ascendancy again. It survived. It's just better now, I think. Poison minions are really, really good. Like, really good. The damage that you can get on like dirt cheap gear with Necromancer poison minions, it's just amazing. So poison minions, no uniques required except one, which is still not gonna be that expensive. It's still gonna be at max 10 chaos for the unique to get the build rolling, and you'll achieve like something like 2 million DPS without any gear. The other build for Necromancer is going to be Golems. The Clay Shaper got massive buff, and that's why the Golem on Necromancer is really strong, but it's going to be meta. It's probably going to be very meta, so I would suggest not going for Necromancer until like start off with poison minions, get currency, get the gear, and then switch to golems if you really want to. Then we have Occultist. This Ascendancy provides a lot of power, but with investment. When it comes to league start, I would generally shy away from Occultist. If you want to do it, it has really low amounts of options when it comes to league starting. You either go with something like Poison Blade Vortex or Bladefall Blade Blast, or you go for Chaos or Cold Dot builds. But even with those builds, if you go into higher tier maps, you'll realize that without investment, it will not deal the damage that it's supposed to do. So you're gonna have to do some work and get some gears to get this Ascendancy at a smooth league start position. Subtractum also did a really good chaos dot build with Occultist, like I think Bane and ED. So I'll have his build on the video description. Okay, moving on our Shadow, it's gonna be Assassin. So Assassin has fallen from its grace. It's not that great of an Ascendancy choice for league starting anymore, especially the Blade Vortex and other good skill gems that were a league start option for Assassin. They got nerfed, but Spectral Helix is still alive. Nightblade did not get any nerfs, so Assassin Spectral Helix Poison or Poison Blade Vortex is still on the menu. Junargan's video of Spectral Helix is still really, really strong. It's really clunky. It feels awful to play, but it does so much damage that it makes up for all of its clunkiness. So if you want to go for it, go for it. Make currency, switch into a custom crit build, and farm to your heart's content. Saboteur. Saboteur just fell out of its water. With Path of Math releasing his Inquisitor Minor, Saboteur just lost most of his power, like most of its opportunities. Inquisitor just does so much better than this Ascendancy. So, but still, any traps, mines that are still alive will work on Saboteur, no problem. Trickstar, Ascendancy got reworked. Highly do not recommend going it as a league starter. Like, this Ascendancy needs testing, so unless people play it and discover how the Ascendancy is performing, I would really hope people not go for this Ascendancy on league start. Unless you are experienced and you know what you are doing and you have a plan on what you will be doing. Okay, next up, our Ranger tree, the Deadeye Ascendancy. Okay, this Ascendancy really lacks in terms of like league starting. The only build that I think is going to be viable for Deadeye to league start with is the chain stacking Cobra Lash. This build I found recently and I played it. It's good, but it's gonna need a minimal amount of investment, like 2-3 exalts, or not exalts anymore. It's gonna be 2 or 3 divines to get this build feeling good for high tier maps. But it's still minimal investments. It's a fun play style. It has good clear, good boss DPS. I will have a build video linked in the description so you can check this out. It looks really good, and it also has solid defenses as well, with block, with full suppression, evasion, defiance banner, everything. So this can be a good option to start. Raider, explosive arrow, again, skill did not get any nerf. Actually, it got buffed in the hit portion, so Raider is now really good with explosive arrow. Manual bow builds, strong. Valor Mage has a build. You can go for that. Next up, Pathfinder. Throwing your life flask filled with poison never felt better. Pathfinder is still really going to be great at clearing maps, doing bosses, smooth league start, Alchemist Concoction, super good stuff. Okay, next up is going to be the tree for the champion. Since Explosive Arrow is still on the menu, still good, still OP. Slayer, I don't know, Bone Shatter, Karn's Bone Shatter maybe, really good, or Cyclone, classic Cyclone Slayer, yeah. Then Gladiator. Your boy Grimro has been playing Corrupting Fever for the past leagues. Every league is Corrupting Fever. So you can use that. It has no changes to the Ascendancy, to the skill. It's still as it was. Maybe got buffed a bit. I don't know. It's still strong, really strong. Then we have Berserker. Okay, Lightning Strike. Nightblade is no nerf. It's still strong. It's just as strong as before. Then we have Chieftain. Chieftain got buffed in terms of totem damage. Not really that great still. It's still gonna be a bad Ascendancy to start with compared to others. Then we have Juggernaut. It got reworked. It has very strong defenses now. So if you scale the damage well, Juggernaut has a very, very good opportunity to be a really safe boss rusher or boss killer build. I have no idea what skill you're going to be using. Bone Shatter maybe, or Herald of Agony. Herald of Agony got buffed. I think Herald of Agony got really good buffs. So in that terms, Juggernaut might be really strong with Herald of Agony. Then we have Hierophant, Totems. No nerfs here. Actually, maybe some buffs with new Grand Spectrum Jewels. combining with Arn's Anguish, really strong totem build. Hierophant is back on the menu, boys. Then we have the Guardian, new minion master. People are saying that with the nerf to Necromancer, Guardian and Scion is gonna be great. I don't see that. Necromancer is still really, really OP. The Guardian is still good. Guardian is really strong still. I mean, it was strong. It has minion onslaught and everything, so it has good defenses for your main character as well. So I think K just released a SRS video for Guardian. I'll have that one linked because that is the only good minion build that I found for the Guardian. Unless you want to do something like with a claw, but I don't know. It's not gonna be that great. Well, whatever. Then we have our favorite, the flavor of the league, Inquisitor, Big Daddy class. Throw any elemental skills that can crit on this, and it's gonna be really great. You have Path of Math with his Miner. You have Fox with Righteous Fire. I am working on a Spark Inquisitor. Like, you just throw any skill at it, and it's gonna be great. Like, this Ascendancy is overtuned to hell, I think. Like, this just provides too much, and this is definitely getting a nerf next league. So get your Inquisitor, play your power with Inquisitor, and have fun while you can on this league. And it's gonna be a really good Ascendancy on this league as well, because you have tight corners. The league mechanics with Lake of Kalandra has tight corners, small passages where Spark can be really good. Miners will be really good. And it's just an all-around really good Ascendancy right now. And then finally, we have Scion. Scion is a great class now, especially with the changes. And with the meta minion class, I don't know if it's going to be the new meta minion class, because you can get Tailwind for your minions with the Deadeye, and you can get Guardian, you can get Necromancer. We'll need to experiment with this. It's probably good still, but I would not recommend this to go for a league start on this one. Well, that is going to be it for this video. It's going to be a small one. I hope you like and find something that is worth league starting for you. If not, there are plenty of other builds, and you can even make your own. So with that, this is going to be the end of the video, and I will see you on the next one with my Necromancer Poison Minions. Cheers, and peace out.